Dobar dan, Divine Pisces 222. I'm back. It is Monday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. 2020. I'm doing energy check-in for the Twin Flames today. I thank you guys for your patience. I took that nice week break. I really needed it. I needed to reevaluate some stuff in my personal life, and honestly, I just been, since like work at home and my daughter not being here and all that, I kind of got out of routine. Not only out of routine, but like, you know, I was dealing with the same stuff you guys were dealing with, you know, the darkness and stuff coming up, or the personal things and having to clear and purge and whatnot. I basically just kind of needed a reset. So I appreciate you guys' patience. Today and tomorrow I'm going to work on catching up on emails and stuff like that, and then I'll resume personal readings and stuff like that starting on Wednesdays. So appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Also, I'm going to be just doing some different things with my channel. Starting tomorrow, I'm actually going to be doing 2 readings a day. I'm going to be doing a daily message from Source or Spirit about your journey, where you are, what you need to focus on, and then I'll do my daily Twin Flame Collective. So you'll be getting 2 readings a day for the most part. Except possibly for weekends. I'm not really quite sure because I have my daughter on the weekends pretty much full time. So I'll have to see how that works out. But I'm going to try to make it at least a Monday through Friday thing for you guys. If I have to, I can do like the daily messages and whatnot as a picture thing on the community tab. All right, so let's get this started. Yay. Well, here's Faith again. Kind of tired of hearing about this, but yeah, keeping the faith right now. And it seems to be, I feel like it had been really, really difficult there for a while because we've been facing a lot of challenges, you know. We've been facing a lot of darkness. A lot of cycles are ending, completing, and that sort of thing. A lot of cords being cut, a lot of debts being repaid, and that sort of thing. It's been very, very difficult to kind of keep ourselves focused on our spiritual path and focused on the fact that everything is happening for a reason, right? We've kind of been overanalyzing everything as it's been coming in, overthinking, don't take this the wrong way, because I tend to do the same thing. Like, I feel like almost a lot of us are kind of crying over spilt milk. Okay, or making mountains out of a molehill. And some of the things that have been coming through, really, really taking them onto ourselves and beating ourselves up for things that have occurred in the past, or ways we behaved in the past, maybe overanalyzing what's happening now and kind of equating it to what has happened in the past, keeping us kind of stuck in this psychic loop, right? Where we're just constantly feeling victimized, okay? And while it seems like it is a bad thing, right? It feels like a bad thing. In reality, what it's doing is it's helping us to clear out these old patterns that we've been stuck in, that we've been used to, that we have used to perpetuate constant negativity within our path, right? And so it's like you get so used to your brain being like, okay, well, remember what happened last time? Remember what happened last time? Yeah, it's going to happen again, right? And so you kind of get into that loop and you end up manifesting a negative outcome, or you don't even try, right? So it's like right now, it's kind of like with the Scorpio full moon coming in, okay, a lot of transformations obviously happening, okay, but a lot of darkness is being cleared. A lot of resentment is being cleared. Just a lot of darkness coming in right now, okay? And a lot of you just feel, or have been feeling, like you can't do anything right no matter what you do. It never goes anywhere. You feel like you can't make a move, right? And it's because you keep yourself trapped in that. It's like you take a little bit of you take a step, things work out, and then something happens to trigger you back into, oh no, this is why I didn't try in the first place, or this is why I never do anything, because I feel like, you know, it's never going to work out. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you get a little bit of progress and then you take 2 steps back, right? So so again, I believe here. So that goes right into faith, okay? So yeah, I mean, you're just, again, guys, really need to focus on the fact that Source is guiding you, okay? Universe has your back, okay? You just need to have faith. Have faith in yourself, okay? You don't need to have the answers to every little thing. You don't, okay? You just need to trust. You need to have faith. And again, you can't have one without the other. You cannot trust unless you have faith. You can't have faith unless you trust, okay? So take it as the lesson that it is, okay? All right, let's take a look at Divine Masculine. I feel like Divine Masculine's been all over the place. Yeah, Divine Masculine's still feeling quite defeated right now. A lot of them are really what's the word I'm looking for? Resisting their shadow work. Okay, some of them feel defeated by their shadows here, and they don't even want to face them. They feel defeated before they faced them. It's not funny, you know. But they're sitting there resisting this shadow work, and this Scorpio full moon is bringing up a lot of shadows right now. Okay, so Divine Masculine resisting that, resisting some of the towers that are coming through, right? Keeping himself stuck again, and kind of this loop that just keeps going round and round and round. I can't do anything, right? No matter what I do, I feel defeated, right? I don't want to face myself because it's scary. You know, I'm not going to let this tower fall. I'm going to keep holding it up until it knocks me down, right? But I still feel stuck. Well, yeah, of course you feel stuck, Divine Masculine, because you're sabotaging yourself by keeping yourself in negativity, okay? Constantly keeping yourself going round and round and round in circles, right? And what is it doing? Okay, well, Divine Masculine is refusing, in most cases, to face his illusion and face his feelings just in general, okay? And a lot of stuff has been coming up, so they just suppress, trying to keep themselves stable, trying to keep themselves from feeling, right? So that's how you resist your shadow work, right? Is by keeping yourself from feeling something, right? Because, yeah, if you don't feel it, it doesn't exist, right? The problem is when you do that, eventually this tower is going to fall, Divine Masculine, whether you want it to or not. You're wasting a lot of energy just trying to keep it up, okay? And so, you know, it's throwing everything else off balance. It's preventing you from closing some karmic cycles. It's preventing you from, you know, moving on just in general. Some Divine Masculines are still stuck in some of these situations that they know they don't want to be in, but they feel like they have to make it work for some reason, okay? And there may still be some karmic debt here. That may be why they're still stuck, okay? But at this point, a lot of it is just Divine Masculine keeping himself stuck. Really, okay? And what did I say earlier with the stuff that's coming in? Yeah, a lot of us are overthinking. We're overthinking, right? We're getting stuck in that loop, overthinking over and over and over again, where we never do anything. We just sit there and think about it, right? Well, yeah. Divine Masculine's been thinking about it for a while. You know? Time to move. Time to move. All right, let's take a look at Divine Feminine. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Well, Divine Feminine. Yeah. A lot of you right now are still dealing with some residual feelings here, some residual betrayals, residual hurts here. Some of this could be past life related within your connection. Could be a karmic situation. Some of you are still trying to clear some of that out. So I definitely still feel some purging coming with Divine Feminine. And with this moon coming up, so with this moon coming up, you guys probably are going to feel this probably a little bit more. I'm getting some third-party situations here as well, that are possibly coming to a close here. But yeah, I mean, at this point, it's like Divine Feminine. A lot of you are really facing your illusions right now, which is good. Which is good. It's probably where some of this is coming from as well. Some of you are facing your illusions here and you're rejecting them. You're like, you know what? This is an illusion. I don't want to do this. A lot of stuff's coming to light. I feel like Divine Feminine is trying to find that place of inner balance, trying to find that serenity, that peace that she once had before, you know, whatever this trigger was that happened. I say probably about a month and a half, a couple of months ago, a huge trigger kind of knocked Divine Feminine on her butt. Right? So she's been constantly working, constantly trying to get herself back to square one. And it's just like you get, again, you make a little bit of progress and then, you know, you slide back. A little bit of progress and then you slide back. And so it's kind of keeping Divine Feminine stuck also a little bit in inaction because it's like she's just still trying to get herself back to where she was. My advice to that, Divine Feminine, is stop feeling, yeah, I'm sorry, my shirt's too big, is to stop feeling like you're failing. Okay, and I feel like what's happening here is Divine Feminine is so focused on getting back to where she was that she's not paying attention to the little lessons along the way. So it's kind of sliding her back because she didn't pay attention. It's like, no. You know, you're going to have to come back here because you missed something. Okay, you missed something here, Divine Feminine. Okay, so Divine Feminine is feeling stuck because she feels like she can't get back to square one, but in reality, it's because the universe is trying to show you something, okay? There's something that you need to release here. Some of you still have some resentment. Some of you still have some heartache here that you have not recognized fully that you need to release, okay? Same with Divine Masculine, okay? Not dealing with his shadow stuff, okay? Divine Feminine, some of you have not fully dealt with something. There's still something coming up here. Okay, there's still some sort of third-party situation here. There's still some sort of codependency here that is coming up. Okay, that is triggering some of this. All right, so it needs to be released here. We got a lot of threes. Okay, but yeah, I mean, some of you are still feeling stuck here because of that. It's like you haven't quite grasped it yet. Some of you have, some of you are like, oh yeah, now I know the lie that I've been telling myself. It's coming clear now. This is what's been keeping me stuck, okay? This is what has been keeping me from getting back to square one, right? I need to deal with whatever this is, okay? And whatever this is, okay? To get myself out of this nonsense so I can turn this right side up, okay? So if Divine Masculine is stuck, Divine Feminine is stuck, what do we do? Divine Feminine leads, right? Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at the connection, or the connecting energies. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, some of you still haven't quite gotten to that point yet where you feel like you can actually speak your truth. And some of you, I feel you're really urged to communicate with your counterpart. And you feel like you can't, you feel stuck, you feel like if you do come forward, you know, you're not going to be received, okay? And some of you have been waiting for communication. Some of you feel defeated by non-communication, okay? And that might be your codependency. That might be what you haven't released yet, okay? There might still be some resentment there, all right? But I'm telling you, this connection is transforming. These connections are transforming into something else, okay? Something other than you thought it was, okay? Some of you, it's the 5D. Some of you are getting more 5D communication. Some of you have felt maybe an uptick in this. Maybe it hasn't happened for a while. Maybe you're starting to feel it returning, okay? And that's what tends to happen as a 5D leads, right? So the energy is shifting. We're all going through transformations right now, but so is the connection. The connection itself is transforming. Okay, but yeah, I mean, some of you just feel like you have had no contact. Well, maybe you haven't. Maybe you've not been in contact for a really long time, and that's what's keeping you stuck, or it feels like you're stuck there because you feel like you need communication. Why? Okay, why do you feel that you need this from your counterpart? Okay, and if you're feeling, if Source is urging you to communicate to your counterpart, then do what Source tells you to do, okay? I mean, you just got to remember to release the expectations. Just because you reach out doesn't mean they're going to reply. And you shouldn't have the expectation that they will, okay? You know, maybe they'll read it, maybe they won't, All right, you have to release that expectation, right? You got to stand in your power here. And I definitely feel right now Divine Masculine has been going back and forth. Divine Masculine is being urged, really, really urged to step into the feminine energy and really embrace what he's feeling, because Divine Masculine just wants to cut it off. Don't want to feel it. Don't want to feel it at all. Divine Feminine, some of you have been maybe doing some work on the heart chakra here, which I feel has been triggering Divine Masculine. Okay? And I know Divine Masculine's kind of been going through a heart chakra opening, or like an awakening, or, almost like an awareness. Like Divine Masculine, I think for the longest time, they've been feeling the triggers, but they haven't been purging correctly. So some of you may be doing some heart chakra work, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, whatever. Okay? And so that's kind of opening a brand new world, really. It's kind of, and it could be triggering you too. Like if you're feeling this darkness, if you're feeling like a dark night of the soul kind of thing coming in, it could be you, but it can also be your counterpart triggering you. Okay, you trigger each other all the time. Keep that in mind. Okay, but yeah, a lot of purging coming in right now. Okay, there's a lot of emotion in these connections right now. And I think some of you just need to deal with this for right now. And until you do that, until you deal with it, you're going to keep yourself in stasis. Okay. And it is what it is. You can't force it. But if you're having trouble figuring out what it is that you're missing, ask Source. Source will help you. Or ask your spirit team. Okay? Alright. Let's get some messages from the counterparts. Heart chakra opening up. Always confused. Some of you are overthinking because you're confused, and some of you are thinking so much that you make yourself confused. Keep that in mind, okay? Yeah, connections I do feel are intensifying. Some of you are still holding yourself back here. Yeah, dark night of the soul for sure. Yeah. Duh. Alright, let's get some messages and advice from Source. That was fast. Alright. Okay. 2 more. Okay. Yeah, some of you are being called forward to do something, and some of you know that, but you've been, again, kind of self-sabotaging. You've been kind of holding yourself back because you're not really quite sure about it. Okay, again, you're overthinking. Okay, try not to think about it. Like, if Source is urging you to do something, just do it. And you'll find out the reason later, I promise. Okay? Some of you, whatever question you were asking, the answer is no. But some of you just need to learn to say no. Some of you have not put up those boundaries yet. Some of you are in situations that you still need good boundaries, okay? And it could be within your connection. It could be with a karmic situation. It could be with yourself, okay? You should say no to yourself sometimes, okay? Some of you still have some inner child stuff that's coming in right now, okay? Some of you has to do with children. Some of you are clearing karma through your children or through parents. Okay, keep that in mind. And yeah, boom, there you go. Stop overthinking. Right there, right at the bottom. Stop overthinking. Stop. Just stop. Stop keeping yourself track. Okay? But yeah, some of you are going through a second awakening, and I know I've said this before. Okay? But a lot of unawakened twins are going through some major awakenings right now as well. Okay? And it may take some time, so just try to have patience with your counterpart, okay? And just keep working on yourself, brand new world awaits. Alright guys, I hope this has helped. If it has, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.